Tom Skilling is here, and we are kind of up and down this week.
Yeah.
And it starts the next 24, 36 hours.
View it as kind of a meteorological smorgasbord from which we're going to partake of all the elements, you know. It's kind
Well,
of
that's a mouthful.
There you go. Warms up tomorrow, cools down big time. Wednesday and Thursday warms up again to an extent on Friday, and the cold weather locks in after that. This graphic, the temperature departures, kind of shows what's going on. Tomorrow will be 9 above normal. Here's the Arctic air that hits on Wednesday, Thursday, then a brief warm up on Friday, and then it's cold, and that lasts through next week. In terms of weekly temperatures, last week we averaged 43. Even though we'll have a couple of warm days mixed in, this week will still be cooler than last by about 7 degrees, and next week we'll average only about 26. That'll be cold next week. There's the 6 to 10 day outlook that takes us from Sunday through Thursday of the coming week, and there's a look at next week, and we stay below normal here and push the warm weather down to the south and west. So that's a bit of a pattern change, but we've still got the warm air coming at us for tomorrow. 56 out at Kansas City, 52 at Des Moines. South winds are blowing out there, and that's what that warm air is all about. But then you go out to the Montana and the northern Rockies, and temps are down in the teens. You see that in the temp departures, above normal out in the plains. That's where we'll be tomorrow. Below normal as you get out into Montana, and we're going to sample the wears on each of those air masses. Temps are up in the plains, down by as much as 22 degrees out by Havre, Montana, as the cold air sweeps back into the country. Right now, though, we're preparing to stay a little warmer tonight than we did last night. South winds are blowing. It's 43, and there are a lot of clouds in the air. That'll be the case tonight and tomorrow. High today was 46, an improvement over yesterday, and the low was 29. Those are pretty close to the normals this time of the year. We had 21 to 24 mile per hour wind gusts and 62% of our possible sunshine in Chicago today before the clouds thickened up this evening. And tonight, with south winds blowing, we're in the 40s across the area with dew points in the 30s. So it's kind of a dry air mass with south winds blowing at double-digit velocities on the 10-minute averages. 40s at the Latin School, Aldous Academy, Wilmette, and the University of Chicago Lab Schools. That gives you an idea of the warm end of the ledger at this hour. And we have upper 30s from West Chicago to Lake Geneva to Harvard, as you can see there. Well, here's the weather changer. There's a storm spiraling up there in Manitoba province. Extending south from it is a cold front. So ahead of it, the winds are blowing southerly. Behind it, the winds are blowing vigorously from the west. The southerly winds are what dominate tomorrow. You can see there's not a lot of moisture with this frontal system at the moment. Having said that, they still have winter storm warnings downwind of Lake Superior, and also winter weather advisories out in parts of Iowa into Nebraska, and then they blend into winter storm warnings in the Rockies. A lot of wind with this system, high wind warnings in purple, wind advisories in the brown and yellow or brownish yellow areas, and there are winter storm watches as another weather system comes on shore up in Oregon and Washington State, down into Idaho and the whole range of the Sierra out in California. So there's some active weather around. We won't get into that, but we are going to get a lot of wind out of all this. Cloudy, not as cool tonight. Temps up and down over the coming week, and the Arctic air hits with that wind day after tomorrow. Total overcast tomorrow at daybreak, 92% cloud coverage, 89% at noon and 5 o'clock respectively. And the day in which we'll really notice those winds will be amid the falling temps, which will start around 30 on Wednesday morning, fall to 27 later in the day, but the wind chills will go from 25 down to 13. So it's going to be pretty mean out there with that wind blowing. Look at some of the wind gusts this week. Gust of 44 tomorrow, a peak gust of 45 Wednesday, and then kind of breezy, not quite as windy Thursday, but the winds come back up again on Friday and Saturday. You know, it is that time of the year, late autumn, early meteorological winter. The air masses are fighting it out, and they often do that by generating wind. 30s on Wednesday, Thursday, spike up to within reaching striking distance of 50 on Friday, and Saturday 42, but kind of trending lower during the day. There's kind of a messy weather system shaping up for later Sunday and Sunday night. Could be some snow or a wintry mix at that time. And another system Monday night ahead of the real cold air that takes control of the bulk of next week after Monday night. So tonight, mainly cloudy, breezy, not as cold as it's been, down to 39 tonight. South winds at 8 to 18 and gusty. During the day tomorrow, good deal of cloudiness, becoming windy and milder. First of 2 days of 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. There'll be some scattered afternoon rain showers as the front approaches, but they'll impact only about 30% of the area. But a high tomorrow up to 53, which is better than we did today. Then showery, isolated thunder could even be included with that because the evening will start mild, but by morning readings will have crashed down to 30 as winds gust to 40 and shift to the west. And on Wednesday, a very windy day, becoming mostly sunny, but much colder. The high of 34 will be around midnight. The day break high will be about 30 and will fall back to the mid-20s during the day with wind chills by late in the day down in the teens. Cold, not as windy, but sunny on Thursday and Friday. A lot of clouds, 49 with south winds back in the picture, and then the winds turn west and the cool down continues, perhaps getting us into that messy weather situation on Sunday that we see around here. Okay. So say goodbye to November in 2 days and hello December, and we'll have weather that's
we should
fitting.
be ready at this time of
Winter's
year,
upon
but
us,
you know,
right?
we've
That's
been so
true.
spoiled.
You're right. You're
Yes,
right.
that's right, Dean.
All right, we'll catch
See
you
you
again.
later. See
ya.
you, Ray.